My parents made me pay rent while my brother lived for free, so I moved out in secret, and what I did next made them regret ever choosing sides. You ever look back on something and realize the actual betrayal wasn't even the thing they did, it was how normal they made it feel? Like, I didn't just wake up one day and go, hey, my parents are treating me like a second-class citizen. It was way more subtle than that. Like, oh, we just thought you'd understand. So here's how it started. I'm 24, graduated college a year ago, started working full-time in graphic design. Nothing crazy, but I bring in decent money. Remote job, stable hours, good team. My parents had always said, and I quote, "We'll support you until you're on your feet. Once you're working, we'll talk about rent." Cool, fair enough. So when I got the job, I was like, hey, I'm good to contribute now. And my mom was all smiles and nods like, that's so mature of you. We'll just ask for a small amount each month to help with bills. The amount? $900. For a room. In a house I grew up in. With a shared bathroom and rules like I was still 16. First, I thought it was a joke. I laughed. Literally. But no, they were serious. And okay, I'm not against paying rent. That wasn't the issue. It was the timing. The attitude. The fact that my little brother, 21, no job, gaming 16 hours a day like it was a lifestyle, didn't pay a cent. I asked gently, wait, so what about Alex? And my dad goes, he's still figuring things out. Figuring what out, exactly? Whether he wants to be silver rank or gold in Call of Duty. I let it slide. Cause, I didn't want to be that bitter older sibling. But resentment? Oh, it was brewing like black coffee at 3 a.m. A month in, it wasn't just the rent. They wanted me to help with groceries, so I paid. They wanted me to pitch in for utilities, so I paid. Then it was, oh hey, the internet bill is higher this month. Can you cover it? Meanwhile, Alex was downstairs screaming at Twitch chat and leaving moldy bowls in the sink like it was a shared frat house. But when I brought it up, again, Mom sighed like I was the problem. He's going through a lot, she said. You've always been the responsible one. Okay, cool. So I get punished for having my life together? That point, I started to keep receipts. Not just literal ones like Venmo transfers and utility bills, but emotional ones. Every time they treated me like a tenant and him like a guest of honor, I filed it away. Mentally. Quietly. Cause I had a plan. And part of that plan was silence. That's the thing they didn't expect from me. They expected confrontation. They expected me to snap, to scream at dinner, to call them out in front of guests, to make it awkward like I always apparently do. But I just shut up. I smiled. I paid the rent and I started packing. Here's the thing, I never signed a lease. It wasn't formal. So technically, I didn't need to give notice. And I had a friend, Shiloh, who'd been begging me to move in with her downtown. 2-bedroom, light-filled apartment, split evenly, no BS. She even had a cat. Like, polite, non-destructive one. So I started moving small stuff into my trunk after work. A box of books here. A stack of sweaters there. Mom thought I was decluttering. Alex didn't even notice. The last straw was when I came home from a weekend trip, paid for with my own money, and found my room had been used as a guest space while I was gone. Like someone slept in my bed. They didn't even ask. I just stood there, suitcase still in hand, staring at my throw pillows rearranged like it was an Airbnb. And the kicker? They didn't even wash the sheets. I asked my mom calmly, hey, did someone sleep in my room? She blinked at me like I was being rude. Oh honey, it was just Aunt Lila. She needed somewhere to stay. Cool. Not like I live here or anything. Not like I pay to live here. Not like there's a fully empty guest room downstairs, which of course is now Alex's streaming room. That night I packed the rest. I loaded my car in silence. Didn't even slam the door. By 6 a.m. the next morning I was gone. And the wildest part? They didn't even call. Couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Full stories down below.